So let's talk about your North Star, the return on investment, right? Because I can't tell you how many times I've seen clients who get hyper focused on lead cost, and they run these campaigns, and after a week or two, their leads go from, $10, $15, $20 to $30, $35, and they shut it off. And they stop it, right? It's this intermittent flow. And the problem with that is they're leaving hundreds and possibly millions of dollars on the table by taking that type of approach. So return on investment is the ultimate North Star. It's the only thing you should be deciding whether or not, if you got to turn something on or off. Again, at the whole campaign level, right? If you should stop spending money on a particular thing, you should be looking at your return on investment as the reason to either stop or keep going. Now, I want to snap you all back into reality because, all these digital marketers out there, all these lead generation guys out there talking about leads, and they're focused on lead cost. But that's not what we're focused on. We're focused on what we make in profit. So I've created this example for you, and this is going to be a good little practice that you should really review this from time to time, because this is going to give you a lot of clarity as to what decisions to make based on your marketing. So let's just say we're getting leads at $40 each. Not great, right? And let's just say you only convert 6% of those leads into new installations, which over 800 clients through the Solar Cheat Code, we see 8 to 12% conversion rate. That tends to be the average. Now, we're just being super conservative, super, right, glass half full with this example here, just so I can make my point. So let's say we have 200 leads. 200 leads at $40 a lead is $8,000 in ad spend. If you only sell 6%, maybe your back-end systems aren't automated enough, maybe there's no appointment setter closer model, maybe you're just emailing these leads to a sales guy, hoping he's following up the 6 to 12 appropriate times in the first 3 days to convert that lead into appointment. Maybe that's what's happening, right? But it still results in 12 sales. And the program is completely geared towards businesses. So let's say you only make $2,500 profit per sale, right? And I know you sales guys out there thinking, well, $2,500 is pretty good commission, blah, blah, blah. But we're talking about companies who sell a solar system, not sales reps. If you make a minimum of $2,500 per sale, and a lot of you listening to this, like, I make twice that, 3 times that. That's the point. So only at 12 sales and only $2,500 profit per sale, that's after everything's said and done, you have a $30,000 total profit based off of $8,000 in ad spend. So if you take $30,000 and you divide $8,000 into it, you get 3.75. You can check my math. I didn't go to math school, but I used my calculator on this one. That's a 375% return on investment. Can't get a stockbroker to pay you that. Can't get a dividend or any other investment to give you that type of return on investment. So this is a situation where you push to scale because you're going to get rich at 375% return on investment. Now, let's talk about the feedback loop, because you're just not going to put $8,000 in every month and get 30 grand out and just stay at 30 grand a month. Who wants to do that? That's no fun. So right now, with the worst case scenario, or I shouldn't say worst case scenario, with a very conservative scenario, we put in $1 and we get $3.75 out. It's like a goddamn magic money box, right? So the goal is just to find more dollars to put in. So let's take this example a little bit further. $8,000 at 3.75x equals 30K of profit. Now, the feedback loop is exactly what happens when a microphone, you've ever had this happen, a microphone gets close to the speaker and the microphone is hearing the speaker feedback and it's running it back through the loop into the speaker, and as the mic gets closer, you hear that wah, wah. That is a feedback loop. It just gets amplified and amplified in a circular fashion. We're going to do the same thing with your solar business. Now, what I'm going to cover here is numbers that are real. These aren't just plucked out of thin air. These are numbers that our clients do, right? So you are talking to the people who have done this hundreds of times. It's not just what if in theory, this is in practice. $8,000 at 3.75x equals $30,000 in profit, but we're not gonna stop there. So we're gonna show you how to take, for an example, 50% of your profit, just 50%. And that equals $15,000 in this situation. And we put it into the ad spend for the next month. So instead of $8,000, we have $23,000. Now $23,000 at 3.75x your money is $86,000. We're gonna continue this feedback loop. $86,000, half of that is $43,000. So we're gonna take $43,000 and add it to $23,000. So now we're gonna spend $66,000 on ads, and we're gonna make 3.75x our money and earn $247,000 in profit. We're gonna take half of that, 124K, we're gonna add it to the 166, and now we're putting in $190,000 into your advertising, and you're spitting out 712K profit. 712K profit, half of that is $356,000. You can see where we're going with this. This is very powerful. So now we're gonna spend $356,000. We're gonna add that to the previous month's 190K spend. And we're now going to spend $546,000, and we're gonna make $2.04 million in profit. We're gonna take half of that, spin it into the ad spend. We're gonna make 5.9 million. Half of that goes into 1.75. We're gonna add 2.9 to 1.75 million. And here we are. We're gonna spend $4.5 million in ads. We're gonna make 16.9 million dollars in ad spend. And you think, well, that doesn't happen. Shit you not, it doesn't happen. It happens all the time. And I'll tell you what, we had members at Key West, Florida this year, just 2 months ago, in February 2020, right before this whole coronavirus outbreak, speaking in front of over 120 companies, solar companies, about how they spent 6 and 7 figures on Facebook and made 8 figures, all attributed to Solar Cheat Code marketing. Because of this exact process, it's the feedback loop. 99% of business owners don't have a feedback loop. They don't actively take a portion of their profit, turn it into an increased advertising spend, and get the same 7.5 return on investment. I'm just saying 7.5 because that's just the example. Usually it's way freaking higher than that. Because if you think about it, we've used all crappy numbers. We got $40 leads, we got lousy 6% conversion rate. This is the most conservative estimate. If you complete the feedback loop. Solar is a high ticket, 25, 30K a piece. It doesn't take a whole lot for you to reach 17 million in business. Shit, we'll do $5 million with the Solar Cheat Code, and our product is 5K. Using a feedback loop is how you force yourself to become wealthy. You don't just hope and wish and spend 8K every month and make 30K every month. No, you strategically create a feedback loop. You know why? Because you can do it. And because we show you how to do it. And because everyone else won't do it. And that's why this little emoji down here is a bunch of people who are confused. They're like, what the hell did you do? 16.9 million, what is that? Because they don't have these skills. So buckle up, Buttercup, because this stuff is freaking life-changing.